Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lior Scaler, Regional Ambassador with your favorite designer fashion house, Global Wealth Trade. And it's my pleasure to be on the phone with you today with all of the people from all around the world that are logging in to hear an incredible training as we have every single Sunday night on the Sunday night webinar, and tonight is no exception to that. We have an incredible training. But first, I just want to say hello to everybody from all around the world that I see here on the call. We've got Australia, we've got people from the Caribbean, we've got Europe, we've got Canada, of course, we've got the United States. Asia, all over the world, people are logging in to hear another incredible training from one of our top earners and an incredible lady that I've actually had an opportunity to learn from when I was first getting started with this incredible company. She is the queen of what she is going to be speaking with you about today. She is actually our first ever female regional ambassador, which is an incredible honor that she achieved that before any other female in the company. She's also our number one female top earner of the company, many years of experience in networking and in this industry. And she's achieved many awards in this company. She is one of our President's Cup winners, an honor given to only one person throughout the year that makes an incredible impact on the business as a whole. She's part of the shareholder group. She's part of the leadership council group. She's travels all around the world building her team, being in Asia, United States, Canada, Caribbean. Gets to live an incredible lifestyle. Lives on the beach over in Long Beach, California, with her husband and her new convertible. And travels back and forth, visiting different places around the world. And one thing that I know that I've learned a lot from Sherry about is that she is a master networker. And actually, the first time I met Sherry was through a networking event that she had organized, that I had attended. And she's going to be sharing with you today tips and tools about how to network, how to find leads, how to build your list, how to follow up with your list, how to invite people to the tour. She's going to be talking to you about strategies and tools. And so I hope that your whole team is on this call. I hope that you're text messaging them. I hope you're Facebooking them. I hope you're doing everything that you can to make sure that every single person you know gets incredible training from Sherry tonight. So I'm excited. I can't wait to hear all of the incredible information she's going to be sharing with you. And do yourself a favor, get a piece of paper, get a pen, take down notes, and use the information to be able to help you to make a significant impact in your business. So without any further ado, I'm going to pass it off to our regional ambassador, Miss Sherry Zhao. Go right ahead, Sherry.
Hey Lior, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. The
Hey
floor is
Lior,
yours.
can you hear me? Oh, excellent. Thank you so much for your wonderful introduction here. I feel like my heart is over the roof right now. And hopefully I can still hold my head back and do a wonderful training for everybody for whatever I have learned for the past 10 years. I've been into the networking in networking industry. I'm not talking about networking marketing. I'm talking about networking and the networking events where I built my contacts. So there are a lot of things to learn. Actually, networking is an art, in my opinion. There are a lot of things that how you do it right, you can really be at the center of influences. And if you do it wrong, and you basically no one gonna follow your lead. So there are a lot of things that I like to share with you about, and hopefully you guys can take some notes. And if you have any questions, please hold until the end and send the questions to us. So first, and I have some questions for all of you here. I truly believe your network is equal to your net worth. And there are many ways to build your list. And we talk about social media right now. It's just incredible. You know, a lot of people actually joining us from the Facebook because they see the post, because they see the excitements that we put on Facebook. And a lot of people are actually contacting us on the Facebook, and that's a really good tool. And of course, we also know the Pinterest. There are LinkedIn. There are a lot of social media, and you know that's a way for you to build your list. And that's not I'm going to focus today though. There's one of the ways to that as one of the ways for you to build business. And my folks today is going to talk to you about the networking events where I know I meet people, you know, face to face, and I build my business belly to belly. So first question I have for you is how big is your list, and how big is your network? Because it's very important that you need to understand your network is equal to your net worth, and how often that you add people to your list, right? Like that's second question for you, because minimum will talk about if you have a list of 200 people, 250 people, that's just about average. And for me, when I first joined Global Wall Street, I personally have a list of 3,000 people. And not 3,000 people gonna all join your business, that's for sure. But out of 3,000 people, if there are 300 people talk to you, and then out of 300 people, 30 people will join your business, that's gonna be incredible. That's a great start for your business, correct? And my next question for you is, are you the center of influences? If you are not, most people are not actually the center of influences, even though we all want to be. But we may know people who are the center of influences. Okay, so the next question is, do you know anyone who are center of influences? And really, how are you going to build that relationship with that person, and how are you going to talk to that person and have that people to be on your favor side? And how often do you attend your local networking events? Every single city right now, I can actually, I'm going to give you resources that where I locate my networking events and opportunities. Okay, and what kind of networking events are you participating? It's also, what kind of people that you are meeting as well. It's very different. Who are your target market? Okay, who are your target market? You need to define that and make sure you are very clear on who are the people that you talk to will have better idea, like will have going to be attracted to you. And how often do you ask for referrals? Because a lot of times we just go to some networking event, our target is just sell the people over there, but we really forgot everyone knows a lot of people themselves, and it's really not about who you know, as who knows who that they know, and if they would give you that referral, and then why would people pass you referrals? So these are some questions that you should always constantly asking yourself, and constantly thinking about how we can improve ourselves and how we can build like and trust, how we can do this better for our own business. There are three types of prospects. Don't mind the little doll here. It's very, I just found this on the Google image. There are three types of people that I like to share with you about. It's actually nothing complicated. There are type of people are very easy to be sold if you can think about it. There are some people, they just whatever people sell to them, they it's very hard for them to say no, and they always say yes. And in my experience in the past, the people who are easy to be sold may not be the leaders, and they are not really doing much after they join the business. They are not going to, they are easy to be sold, and you can literally invite them to see the tour, and they say yes, they come, and then they join right away, and then they do nothing about it. That's a very interesting thing. And there are people really hard to buy anything. They just very skeptical. They just say no to everything. They just walk away from you. And so don't really waste time on those people. And you need to be able to identify those people from from different events you're participating for, from the from even from your friends and family list. There are people just don't buy anything. There are people like most, but then we take away the easy to be sold one, and then take away the no way to be sold one. Those are the maybe like 2% of the people that out of the 100% that you meet. 98% of the people are in the category of others. These 98% of the people are the people that you need to spend some time to do the prospecting, and there are ways to do that. So let's talking about the resources that I talked about earlier. So there are many ways that you can go to different events, and for myself, I find it's very beneficial to join some professional networking events. I actually personally just joined this event, this networking organization called BNI. It's Business Network International, and there are other similar ones like the team referralnetwork.com. There are the tips. There are many other ones that's doing the similar things. Like the Business Network International, what I found is this BNI is actually, they have over 160,000 members worldwide, and they are the largest business networking organization in the world, and their true mindset is really pass referrals. So BNI is there a lot of restrictions that I personally don't like, but also because of the restrictions they do have, they eliminated a lot of people who are not really serious. So if you're looking for serious results, and they actually do provide a lot of great training, they call it education seminars, like every month they have really good trainings, and I actually learned a lot from them too. So that's one of that, and of course Chamber of Commerce is another good one. Pretty much every city they have a Chamber of Commerce, and the Board of Trade, as you can see actually on the middle of the picture here. That's one of our team member, one of my team member, Glenn Cole. Actually, he's part of this Mississauga Board of Trade, and he's doing a presentation of a 21 karat gold fairy marsh items that he's doing the presentation on. So, and he actually generated a lot of results. And if Glenn, if you are on this webinar tonight, I would like to ask you to share some success stories you have generated from the trade. So if you can raise your hand, and I can identify you in a little bit, and I can ask you to share. But let's move on. And of course there are, so those are the ones that we talk about, Chamber of Commerce, Board of Trade, BNI, team referral. All these ones, there are some fees that you need to pay to be part of them. So they are like a couple $100 here, $200 there. So for some new members, probably it's going to be a little bit too costly for you. And there are also, of course, other ones that you can find that you don't have to pay, like Eventbrite. You can find some good events over there. Facebook.com/events. There are a lot of local events that actually posted over there. I personally don't really recommend too much events from the Facebook. Somehow, I just find the people there are not really serious to participate in the event. And meetup.com is a very big one. A lot of people should know about it. And meetup.com that I can share with you. That actually I started from meetup.com. I actually organized the event at in start from I organized a club called the Wealth Club. That's the one that Leo actually shared with you earlier. And that Wealth Club I created with my partner Tammy Fong in 2006. And we keep going doing monthly events, and we keep have like 20-30 people come every single event. Sometimes 40-50 people come to some events that they find very interesting. So meetup.com is actually where I got started. And right now this meetup has over 15 million members, and 122,000 groups in 196 countries. So it doesn't matter you are in Asia, you are in Europe or Africa or Australia. It doesn't matter where you are, you can find an event that meetup.com someone organized. And there are many different events. I mean, I personally like to have events that relate to business and marketing and wealth and this kind of events. I personally choose to participate. But there are people also, you can also meet people who are in your interest. So if you like biking, you can join a biking group. If you like hiking, you can join a hiking group. If you like, dancing, you can join a dancing group. And in every single group, you can meet people. The point is what kind of people you meet and who you, what kind of people you meet and what kind of event you participate that have most beneficial to you and your business, and what is your purpose of participating in those events. So you need to make that very clear for yourself. Okay, so there are some networking etiquettes I also like to share with you about, because the first impression of like when you give to somebody, especially when you participate in a professional networking organization, and there are some positive and there are some negative etiquettes. It's very important for you to actually to identify and know, and probably a lot of us would understand why I say that. So you need to be, of course, you need to be active and visible, means you show up. Okay, you show up, and you if you are enthusiastic and versus lower energy, people will be more attracted to you if you are the exciting person, right? If you are someone who is always enthusiastic and you have good attitude versus negative attitude, you be there on time is very important. For any event that you want to be there on time and be there early to network. And if you cannot be there 15 minutes early, at least 5 minutes early as possible to network, and that's the impression you give to people, especially if we are going to an event that everyone is already sitting down, and if you are the last one showing up, everyone will pay attention on you. You are very visible, but it's not really good impression. And you need to keep your words. When you tell people, I'm going to call you at what time, at what day, you're gonna do that. Okay, you're gonna you need to keep your words, and in the professional business world, and people really respect that. If you are the ones who are uncountable, and no one gonna want to do business with you. And the other ones, of course, dress properly and ferry yourself up. You want to wear whatever pieces that you can, that you have, and you should have at least everyone got started. Most of people, even you start with silver package, you have 15 pieces that you can wear. Our business is all about wear and share. Okay, you need to wear and share. And when people compliment on your pieces, you can say, "Oh, this is for my own virtual designer mall." And that's a conversation opener for you. of course, ethics. And if people send you an email or will call you and you don't return them, and people will not even want to talk to you anymore. And you want to follow up and with people all the time. And actually, I'm going to talk about more details about the follow up. There are three key things that I believe is very important when you're attending a networking event. First of all, of course, is that I actually learned this from the BNI course that I took, one of the course I took from them. It's called a visibility. Visibility basically means be very consistent and persistent, showing up at organized event and be always early. So that's you give people a very good impression. This person I can really count on. They are always there and they're always early, and it's a good impression that you give to people, and people can see that. Okay, consistency and persistency is very important in our business. And credibility basically is what we talk about, like and trust. So if you consistently go into the same event, if you consistently showing up at the same event, and that's the first thing, you already have some credibility to people. And however, how you're going to be have stronger like and trust with people is really through the one-to-one meetings. You need to make that meetings with people, and not really there, you don't have to be there to sell them, but to get to know the person. Okay, we talk about building rapport, building like and trust is really how you get to know these people, and people get to know you and be able to refer people to you. Okay, and once you have the credibility with the group that you participate in, every week or every other week or even every month, people will see that, and you're gonna see these people will they are kind of become a friend of yours. And that's how I personally actually sold some items through some networking event. I participated and I built some relationship with some ladies over there, and they just the first event, second event, third event, they didn't buy anything from me. But then after they get to know me for a few months, and they start to know, okay, I really have some quality items, and I'm someone who can trust, who they can trust with, and then they start to make some purchase from me, and they start to refer people to me. And that's when there are even people actually join my team, because I constantly, be there and showing up and have this one-to-one with them, and start to. That's really like a solid contact you made over there. That's called and then your networking event become profitable. So the three things when you're attending the networking events. The first thing is visibility, second thing is credibility, and the third thing is profitability. Okay, and that's the third thing is what we all want, but you need to build from first and second. All right, so let me talk about some mindset that really important, because a lot of times when we go to some networking events, our mindset is I'm going to get somebody. I'm going there to get 2 people. I'm going there to get 5 people. But that's not how the networking thing works. If your mindset is really go there to get somebody, you're not getting anybody. And give risk gain is actually a very there's a whole book that this Ivan guy, actually he's the founder of BNI. He wrote a whole book talk about give risk gain, and you always put other people in mind. How I can refer some business to that person, how I can help people, how I can help this group to grow, how I can help. It's the mindset. And once you have that mindset, once you start to build more like and trust, and once you start to build more credibility with your group, you want to really think about a sell through your group, not really to your group. So the events that you participate, first of all, I recommend you to go to an event that's consistently, and go to a group that's consistently. You know, go there every week or every other week or every month, and you go there and you sell through your group, and you want to build some relationship with some people in your group. That doesn't if that group has like 30, 40, 50 people, you may not necessary to build that relationship with every single one of them, but you're gonna build some relationship with some of them, and those people will be your sales force, and you sell through them. You don't have to be sell to them. Of course, if they really want to buy from you, you don't have to say no, but you don't really have to. Your mindset is you want to sell through them. You want to get referral from them. You want to give some referrals to them, and you want to ask for referrals. This I will talk about the professional networking groups, okay, professional business groups, and the professional business people that you're gonna meet, and you want to set your targets week by week, because you only really have, every one of us has 24 hours a day and 7 days a week, unless you are Lior, who has 25 hours and 8 days, as he always said. But this is something that I really want you to set here as your target. If you are how many events that you would attend a week, and how many people that you're going to have one-to-one appointments, and how many people you're going to follow up this week. Okay, and we talk about let's actually follow the forensic business plan. If you're a part-timer, and basically you need to do 40 calls, and from 40 calls you have 10 contacts, and out of 10 contacts you can do 2 tours, and out of 2 there one person gonna become a GWT member. And in average, we talk about there are so if you're full-time doing the business, and I would recommend you to participate 2 to 3 networking events, and set up 5 one-to-one appointments a week. And if you're a part-timer, then you wanna do once a week, and then in average, and set up at least 2 one-to-one appointments per week. And that's for you if you are doing the business part-time. So I'm not sure how we're gonna talk about people doing the business for sometime that's not in the category, but okay. The other thing is you also need to be prepared for your 30-sec profitable introduction. And this is something I learned pretty interesting. I think it's a lot of people have different kind of impression about that. So let's talk about it. This is a sample that I put together, and this is something that I use personally here when I go to networking events here. So my name's Sherry Zhao. I'm a virtual designer mall owner with Fairy Fashion House. I help people get paid to wear luxury designer goods such as high-end jewelry, sunglasses, and handbags. The best referral for me today is a local hairstylist who would like to help their client get paid to on luxury products. So this is what I would say, for people. The most important thing that I would suggest you here is to be very specific, ask for the referral, because a lot of us like to say something like, the best referral for me will be someone or somebody who's interested to get paid on luxury products. That's what I used to say. However, what I learned is if you're not specific and people don't really get you. So this is something that very important. And if you do a Google search, actually there is a very interesting story that I can share with you. It's called it's called a story of 4 people. It's called everybody, somebody, anybody, and nobody. there is a that's an important, so this is a story, okay? So there is an important job to be done that everybody was asked to do it. Everybody was sure somebody would do it. Anybody could have done it, but nobody did it. Somebody got angry about that because it was everybody's job. Everybody thought anybody could do it, but nobody realized that everybody wouldn't do it. It ended up that everybody blamed somebody when actually nobody asked anybody. So excuse for the language here, but it's very interesting, and I learned this very hard way myself, and I find this very practical actually for our business, and it's very important. If you can ask a specific referral and ask for example, you're saying today's referral for me is a local hairstylist, and the next week you can say today's referral for me would be a local makeup artist, and then the following week you can say today's referral for me were local event organizer. So some profession that is actually related to our industry who has a big clientele, and they are going to be very interested to learn how they can help their clients to get paid to wear luxury designer product. So when you mention get paid to wear twice, and that's going to catch people's attention more as well. So this is something that I think would be very useful for us. And when you do a 30-sec profitable introduction at some networking events that you're participating, and that's going to be, to design a good one, gonna attract some good people's attention. And actually, because the words I used, and I have my member have signed up because of that. Okay, from the networking event I participate. And always, of course, always be prepared with the tours, and we have beautiful, beautiful tours that you should always bring with you to any networking event, any one-to-one appointments that you set. Of course, our business cards, our lookbooks, our always wear our fairy jewelry and accessories. We have so many choices for you already. Doesn't matter you are a man or woman. We have for ladies, you should always have a handbag, have sunglasses, and of course a few pieces that's gonna stand out. And for guys, sunglasses, a wallet, a purse if you like to wear a purse, and those and of course a timepiece is very, very important. Well, of course, your laptop and a presentation book, just in case you found that very easy sale that at networking events they go after you, say, oh, I really want to know more and I have time today. So you don't want to miss that opportunity. And if you got the opportunity to sign up somebody, or someone just want to buy the products, you really want to just have everything ready there. And of course, some postcards. If you have postcards and invitation flyer, like right now we are all focused on the invitation to our annual convention. And I believe every single one of us should have some of those flyers. And you want to make sure you're inviting people to our fashion show, annual fashion show. That's a world-class annual fashion show. You don't want to miss that opportunity. And which I'm going to talk a little bit more about it, how you're going to make invitations. And I'm not sure if some of you may know, Tammy and myself actually we were the first in 2008. In our first year, we are the #1 top inviter of that year, and which we actually received the beautiful watch from the company. I'm not sure if this year our CEO is still going to do that, but for the first few years, we actually have awarded the people who invited most most guests to the convention, to the power tour. So the fashion show is something that you really want to make a lot of announcements, and we talk about the big events, and of course you can use that to think about how you can do that with local smaller events. And we do have lots of events going on in April as well. So this is something that I like to share with you, and there are some calculations, simple calculations that you need to you may want to do. So here, you want to set a goal. How many people you want to add to your team? Like, say we use fashion show in the June 5th as example, okay? That's the event that we don't want to miss, and we're gonna be there. So how many new members you like to add to your team? For example, you only want to add, say, 5 people to your team, for example, okay? If you want to add 5 people to your team, and how many people you want to invite to make that invitation? If you want 5 people in your team, for example, 5 new members, you need to use that times 2, and then times 5, and times 4. That's equivalent to the number that people of the people that you should invite. So 5 times 2 is 10, and 10 times 5 is 50, times 4 is basically 200 people that you make that invitation to ensure that you have 5 new members. Because out of this is the calculation. That's how I calculate it. Okay, I actually use the forensic business plan to make that calculation for you. So every 40, for example, so every 200 people that you called, emailed, mailed, you know, out of 200 people, only 50 people would you may reach out to you or talk to you, and out of these 50 people, there are probably only like 20 of them would be the ones that you said yes to you, and of the 20 of them, probably 10 of them gonna show up, and out of 10 of them, probably gonna five of them will be the ones gonna join your team. So I mean, this is the number. Like, if you want 5 people join your team, basically you want to have at least invitation sent to 200 people, and there are people will ask, how do I find these people? Will get referrals for the people that you already know, and start to go to different networking events, and start to make yourself more visible on social media. There are many ways to do it, but really don't make that as hard as it sounds to be. But you really need to focus on, if you really want 5 people join your team, you set the invitation, you send to 200 people. So the next is the action plans that I would draft out for you, and you need to make your own action plan, but don't be too far away from the one that I already planned out for you, because that's the system that we can use to make sure that we have this many people gonna be joining our team. So first of all, you need to know how many people you should invite from the the formula that I just showed to you, and you're gonna make the list, okay, and ask for referrals if needed. And once you make that list, you want to send out invitation letters. And we know we use a lot of time. We actually use emails a lot. And a lot of time emails actually either goes to people's junk mails, or sometimes people don't even read it, because that's so, like, people are bombarded by emails. But of course, so the first way, the first formal invitation, I would suggest you send out by letters, and letters or card, to invite people 4 weeks prior to the event. This we talk about big events. Okay, then you need to be a little bit more formal on that. And a follow up by phone call, of course, 3 weeks prior to the event, you can call them up and say, oh, I'm inviting you to so and so. I'm inviting you to this fashion show that we are going to have on June 5th. I sent you a letter, invitation letter. I'm not sure if you have received it. Some people will say no, some people will say yes, and so a follow-up phone call will be much easier. You know, when once your letter is sent out, it's just call to follow up, and people will ask you, oh, tell me a bit more about it. It's really amazing fashion show. We're going to have 1,000 people. I just want to make sure that you are on my guest list. So you don't have to talk too much about it, but make sure you inviting people come to the event. And this the 2 weeks prior to the event, you want to send another invitation email by ask for permission when doing your phone call. Okay, doing a call saying I can actually send you another reminder email just to make sure that you have it on your phone or on your laptop or on your iPad. So 2 weeks prior to the event, send out an email out. And once you ask for the permission, people is going to wait for your email, and they are going to open that email. And just a few days prior to the event, you want to call them again to confirm the number. You know, follow up on a phone call just to make sure, hey, I'm calling you to confirm if you are going to be at this fashion show. It's very important for me to know, because we have a lot of people gonna show up. I want to make sure that I can save you a seat. So by doing that, you actually gonna have a lot better chance to succeed and to have a lot of people showing up at your event. So and I'm going to talk about after event follow-up is also very important. There are some truth about a follow-up, actually. We talk about very small percentage of people actually going to just sign up or join the business right away, unless you have very strong like and trust already built with that person prior to the event. Okay, so that's called a private to the event. You have that like and trust, and people will come and people are already ready to join. That's a different story. But for the people that you invited to the event, and only like that's it's according to the sales cycle here. The truth is, okay, 2% of the people close on the first contact, so it's right on the spot. And 3% actually close on a second contact, means your first follow-up. And 4% close on a third contact, means you know, you follow up them twice and they really feel like you're sincere. 10% close on the fourth contact, and 81% close or after the fifth contact. And actually, I'm not sure if Brian Arundel is on this call with us. Actually, Brian that I know, and a lot of you probably know Brian, and I work with him very closely too. And Brian be very famous as a Mr. Africa, because he has a huge Africa team been built recently, like just in 2013. Just a little bit over a year, and just being built. But probably a lot of you don't know is Brian follow up with that guy, the one who started Africa, for over a year, maybe a year and a half, to have the to have this market open. And that's not only fifth contact, that's 10th, 15th, 20th contact. But that's what we talk about. 81% close on or after fifth contact. If you give up on the fourth contact, you're gonna lose your 80% of the market. Okay, so follow-up is very important. And we also talk about the truth about the sales cycle, and talk about how many people actually quit too quickly and too easily. 48% of the people actually quit on the first contact. Means they bring people to the event and then never follow up with them ever again. Those are 48% of people, and 24% quit after second contact, and 12% quit after third, 6% after fourth, and less than 6% continue for the fifth or more contacts, and means less than 6% of the people continue follow up with the prospect, which most of people join after fifth contact. So this is some truth about the follow up, and I just really want to make sure stress this one out a little bit to make sure you understand why the follow up is so important. So I think okay, my time is up, and I actually have that's pretty much I like to share with you today, and I hopefully that's you have learned something about what I experienced and what I learned. And I'm going to see if Lior is back with us, is here. Hi Lior, are you still there?
Amazing, amazing
Hello
training.
Lior.
Sherry, thank you so much for being on the call and for sharing your wisdom and your knowledge with everybody. I know that I definitely got a lot from your training. I know that everybody else did, especially how important it is to follow up with people and how important it is to have the proper etiquette when attending networking events. So I'm excited, to be able to use this information, to be able to share it with my team and with everybody else so that everybody can be successful and profit properly from networking events and events. If anybody has any questions for Sherry or any comments, you can go ahead and type it into the question box while I go through some of the announcements. So first of all, I want to say congratulations to Comfort Negedu and Haua Bello Aliyu from Nigeria for getting into the 10K club, and that is $10,000 per month income milestone. It's incredible what you guys are doing over there in Nigeria. I know how hard you guys work. I saw you guys in action when I was in Nigeria, and you guys are just incredible, incredible leaders. So, to the both of you, well deserved. Congratulations. And I'm looking forward to seeing all of the other people that you're going to continue to help to get into the 10K club. So, congratulations again to Comfort and Hawa. The next announcement that we're going to get on the screen here in a second. Just waiting for the screen here to change. Hi, Sherry. Just waiting for the next announcement to come up on screen here. There we go. All right, perfect. So we have Mr. Brian Arundel is our ambassador from Canada, from Toronto, is going to be the next live tour presenter at the new Mississauga location just west of Toronto at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites. We've been having weekly tours in Mississauga at a other location, and this week will be the first ever live power tour at the new location at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites. Again, special presenter, Ambassador Brian Arundel. You definitely want to be there for that. Registration at 7 p.m. starts at 7:30 p.m. And these are weekly tours that happen at this location. So anybody you know in Mississauga, definitely you want to get them out to that. Moving on to our next announcement. Just as we wait until it comes here on the screen. We obviously have the International Convention coming up June 5th to the 8th. We have a special early bird price that is ending April the 3rd, 2014. And if my calendar serves me correctly, that is this Thursday. So before this Thursday, what you want to do is you want to take advantage of the early bird price of $169 for a single ticket and $299 for a double ticket. If you wait until after April the 3rd, you'll be paying an additional $50 for the single ticket at $219 and an additional $100 for the double ticket at $399. Do yourself a favor. You know you're going to be at the convention. No reason why you should procrastinate any further. get your ticket, as many, many, many people already have, and save yourself some money. And also book that hotel, because I know that the hotel is getting booked up very, very quickly. So, moving on to the next announcement. We also have our CEO and founder, Ramin Mesgarlu, who is going to be in Montreal next week, April 11th, 2014. He will be doing a power tour on the 14th. Registration starts at 7 for that, live tour at 7:30. He will also be present at the boot camp with some of our top ambassadors, regional ambassadors, national ambassadors on Saturday, April the 12th, 2014. That will be from 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. What you want to do is you want to go to your back office and you want to get tickets for that. I know that we have people flying in all over the world for the Montreal Power Tour and the Montreal Boot Camp. You definitely, definitely do not want to miss that. And if you know anybody in the Montreal area, make sure that they're there Friday night and Saturday as well. Moving on to the next announcement. We have the Expansion, Celebration, and Strategy Summit in St. Martin. The Caribbean Regional Center is expanding. I know they're doing massive renovations there at the Caribbean Regional Center. So far, we've had that office for 5 years, and it's just growing year after year after year. We're going to be having an expansion, celebration, and strategy. So the official opening of the new St. Martin Caribbean Regional Center will be on the 24th of April, 2014 at 7 o'clock p.m., followed by a leadership training on Friday, April 25th, registration at 9:30 a.m., starting at 10 o'clock a.m. in the morning. You will have an opportunity to meet our CEO and founder, Ramin Mesgarlu. You'll have an opportunity to meet our Senior Vice President of Product Development and our Chief Product Designer, Sanas Human. You get to meet all the Caribbean Regional Center staff, learn the new important role of the St. Martin office in the Caribbean, attend the mega tour, and get incredible one of a kind training from our Senior Vice President and our CEO and founder as well. This is a do not miss event. I know we have people flying in from Jamaica, from Trinidad, from St. Lucia, from many islands are going to be going to attend this event. It's going to be insane. So definitely you want to be there for that. The next announcement that we want to make is regarding our new policy for group shipping. So we have a group shipping option, okay, that you can set up in the back office so you can do exactly what it sounds like. You can take multiple orders, ship it to one address, and only pay one shipping fee. Now, there is an update on the new policy for group shipping. The new policy is that the organizer has only 72 hours to fulfill the group shipping order from the time they generate the codes in the back office. After the first 72 hours, the unfinished orders will be canceled and the $45 charge will be refunded minus the 4% credit card fees, and the balance of the shipment will be sent out. So please inform your team of this new policy that will go into effect April the 2nd, 2014. If you have any questions whatsoever on the new policy for group shipping, you want to get in touch with your upline ambassador and you want to make sure that that gets clarified for you. Looks like that's all the announcements. I just want to see here if we have any questions or comments. We have Denise Sommer saying, wonderful training, Sherry. We have Desiree Cano saying, nice explanation, Sherry. We have our Master Ambassador, Jeanette Beaver, saying, awesome training, very useful. We have Chanel Lewis saying, um, a question about the e-wallet. Chanel, regarding your question, I would recommend that you ask that question of your upline ambassador, as it is something separate from the training that we're doing today. We have Nando Mel saying, awesome training, lots of important information, took many notes, job well done. Thank you, Nando. We have Micheline Baudry from Montreal saying, thanks, Sherry. Alida Buyoya, I hope I said that correctly, saying thank you. Monder Shelley saying good training. Miriam Adam from Toronto, Canada, saying thank you, Sherry. The training was excellent. It is a wake up call and congratulations to our 10K club. Congratulations to Brian Arundel. I am really proud of you. Thank you, Miriam Adam, for your kind words. We have Micheline Baudry saying thank you to Lior, of course, as well. Well, thank you. Micheline. We have Sean Haynes, our regional ambassador in Toronto, saying excellent training, Sherry. Diane Wellington, great training, thank you. Marshall Wynn, from our leader from Minnesota, saying amazing training, thank you, Sherry. This is going to help everyone. Absolutely, I agree with you, Marshall. We have Jason Douglas saying this was awesome training and timely, and Deroy Matthews from Mississauga saying great job as always, Sherry. Great words of encouragement. So that's what we got for you today, folks. Thank you so much for joining us on the call. Hope you learned a lot. Make sure you share the knowledge with your team, and we will see you next Sunday for another edition of the Sunday night webinar. Have a great morning, great afternoon, or great evening wherever you are in the world. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you, Lior. Goodbye, everyone.